This whole idea that if you saw a recession in the United States, then you would see a big drop off in yields that would impact the demand for stablecoins as well. How are you thinking about that dynamic?
I think the macro dynamics are complicated, very nuanced. So on one hand, if we're seeing tariffs continue to impact manufacturing and the economy to increase friction in trade in emerging markets, I believe we're going to see people and businesses flock into dollars. So it will actually increase the demand of dollars. And when you mentioned Tether, they're already a significant holder of short-term U.S. Treasury bills, and this trend will continue to increase. On the other hand, while there are talks of interest rates coming down, if inflation continues to stay high due to tariffs, we might enter into a phase of stagflation. But either or, I think the dollar's dominance and continued importance in global trade with or without tariffs will continue to increase.
Anna, obviously Tether has just made boatloads of money just parking those reserves in treasuries, and it really seems to be drawing in a lot of competition. A lot of traditional firms, like PayPal has their own stablecoin. A lot of traditional and crypto firms are thinking about launching their own. Even this Hidden Road deal today, Ripple buying Hidden Road, it seems like a big part of that motivation is to broaden adoption of Ripple's stablecoin. So I'm wondering where you see that all going. I mean, is there room for all these stablecoin ambitions in the market, or are we likely to see sort of the field shrink down to a few major players?
No, I think it would be a lot of stablecoin players in the market, and this trend will continue to increase. In fact, that's the thesis that Perena is built on top of. So with the stablecoin bill passing, or most likely to be passing, we'll see a number of otherwise very prominent and established, likely risk-averse U.S. financial institutions, starting with PayPal, but also likely banks and other types of FIs coming in to either issue their own stablecoin or do what Global Dollar, which is one of the consortium-like stablecoin issuance. So we'll see at least a couple, in my opinion, at least a couple dozen notable stablecoin issuance.
Right. Anna, we only have about 30 seconds left here, but if you had to point our viewers to the most interesting potential stablecoin use, what would it be?
Financial transactions, payments, and the combination of payments and financing.